Hi, this quest has been about exploring the physical quantities around us. How about we discuss how to measure one of the most important fundamental quantities? Length. Length is a fundamental quantity that we see and use in our everyday life. It is so important that your carpenters, your tailor, and even your plumber use length for their work. So, you see how important length can be? Length is a measure of how long or wide an object is. For instance, how tall are you? How wide is the floor of your classroom? How far is your school from your house? Or how far is it from the sun to the earth? All these are length. Even the diameter of the earth or the thickness of your hair is length. So, when someone says something is small, big, or even large, how do you respond to that as a physicist? Yes, you measure it. Depending on the distance or the size of the object to be measured, various measuring instruments or scales are required. Length is measured in meters, and this is usually denoted with the letter M. Smaller and even larger scales are used for either very large scales or smaller distance, like the thickness of your hair, or for very large sizes like the radius of the earth. For sizes like the thickness of your hair or the thickness of your textbook, we use very small scales like the millimeters or centimeters. Now, for easy understanding, 1 millimeter is about the thickness of your ATM card, while a centimeter is about the thickness or the diameter of your pencil or biro. The centimeter is denoted by the letters cm, and the millimeter by the letters mm. Note here that these are all small letters. Now, 1 centimeter is equivalent to 10 millimeters. So, what about larger sizes or even larger distance, like the size of your football field or the distance from Jos to Cape Town? Now, for such sizes, we need larger scales like the meter or the kilometer. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Also, 1 meter is equal to 1,000 millimeters. Now, what about a kilometer? 1 kilometer is equal to 1,000 meters. Note here that the word kilo means 1,000. So, how many millimeters do you think will make 1 kilometer? Yes, 1 million millimeters make a kilometer. Can you beat that? Did you know that the distance around the surface of the earth is about 40,000 kilometers? Yes. Did you also know that it will take you about 12 years to walk around the surface of the earth? That's the time it will take you to go through both your primary and secondary schools altogether. Now, imagine calculating the circumference of the earth in millimeters. That will be approximately 40 billion millimeters. There are various devices that can be used to measure the length of an object or distance. Some examples are the meter rule, the vernier caliper, and the micrometer screw gauge. To measure the length of an object like your pencil using a meter rule, you first of all place your pencil or the tip of your pencil at the 0 point of the meter rule, and also you mark the point where the bottom of your pencil coincides on the meter rule. Now, how about measuring the thickness of your ATM card? For this, you might need a micrometer screw gauge. To do this, you place the ATM card in between the jaws of the micrometer screw gauge and then you tighten this a bit. The micrometer screw gauge has a frame, an anvil, a sleeve, a lock nut, a screw, a spindle, and a thimble. It also has two measuring scales. It has the vertical section that looks like a meter rule and also a horizontal section that is circular and this screws up or down. So, when the jaws of this gauge are tight, you read the vertical section and also note the corresponding mark on the circular scale after the thimble. Now, how about measuring something a bit bigger, like the diameter of a ring? To do this, we use a vernier caliper. This is named after the French mathematician Pierre Vernier. This measures the length of smaller substances or objects more accurately than the meter rule and the vernier scale. This device consists of a main scale, a vernier scale, a set of jaws, and of course a lock. Just like the micrometer screw gauge, we take the first reading from the main scale that corresponds to the 0 point on the vernier scale, and then we take the reading on the vernier scale that is in line with the main scale. So, in the next video, we shall be looking at how to measure another very important fundamental quantity. Always remember to dream beautiful, wish for the beautiful, and stay tuned to us.